good, y'all? So this is part one of everything that happened when I was out the country, including getting attacked by 6 people, ending up homeless in Thailand, going to jail, being banned from Thailand, and just everything that happened on my journey. And I'm gonna start the story out from the beginning, which is in August of 2023 when I first decided to start traveling. A friend of mine, a close friend of mine, he asked me, did I want to go skydiving? I never had any plans on ever going skydiving, you guys. Like, it's something that I never really cared to do. I'm afraid of heights. It's something I never really cared for. But he asked me, and I immediately said, like, nah, I'm not really interested. And then I just thought about it for a couple more days, and then I hit him up and I was like, yeah, I'll go. So the next couple of days, we ended up at the jump zone. We ended up at the jump zone, and I realized on the ride to the skydiving place, once I got there, I was not afraid. I wasn't scared at all. And I thought I would be scared, but I wasn't. We got in the plane, we took off 10,000 feet up, and the whole time I was just like, I was excited, but I wasn't scared. When I jumped out the plane, 10,000 feet in the sky, I realized that I can do anything I put my mind to. So after I went skydiving, I was really excited, and an idea came into my brain. The idea of traveling. I always wanted to travel. I wanted to just see the world. I never had a direct destination that I wanted to go. I always just knew that I wanted to travel the world. So after I went skydiving, an idea came into my head that I should go to Japan. And once the idea came into my head, I meditated on this idea for a couple of days. Not a long time, just a few days. And after I meditated on it, I decided that's what I want to do. I didn't waste any time. I just booked a flight, a one-way flight. I decided that I should just sell all my things here in America. I sold everything in my apartment. I sold my car. I let all my clients know that I wasn't going to be doing hair anymore. I shut down my booking site. I didn't deactivate my Instagram, but I stopped posting on my Instagram altogether, and I started packing. I packed up everything. I got everything that I needed to start traveling, and that is how I ended up out the country. Went to Japan, and I had an amazing time in Japan. But one thing that I noticed is that Japan was almost as expensive as America. I'm not going to say Japan is more expensive than America because it's not. But Japan is almost as expensive as America. I left the country with a little under $5,000. I left the country with a little under $5,000, and after spending 1 month in Japan, I realized that Japan is almost expensive as it is in America. I'm not going to be able to stay in Japan long with $5,000. I just knew that. After staying there for 1 month and spending almost $1,000 in that 1 month, I knew. Well, I spent more than $1,000 in that 1 month. I knew I wasn't going to be able to stay here for 3 months, 6 months. I just knew that. So I decided to look into other countries that was more affordable. The place that I was staying at in Japan, it was a hostel. I don't know if any of you guys know what a hostel is, but a hostel is a shared living space. It's kind of like a hotel, but it's a little bit under a hotel. It's just it's like a dorm for college students, but it's for travelers. So I was staying in a hostel in Japan, and I met a few people, and they all just was telling me, oh, you would do so good in Thailand. You would love it in Thailand. It's less expensive in Thailand. Just telling me all the good things about Thailand. So I was like, well, that's the next country I'm gonna go to is Thailand. So I get this ideal about being in Thailand. I meditated on it, and then I booked the flight. I booked a one-way flight from Japan to Thailand. So I'm in Japan, and I know that I'm going to be leaving Japan soon. So I'm just enjoying my time. I ended up doing a lot of things, including going to Disneyland in Japan. I also went to a few museums. I met some amazing people in Japan. I went to festivals. I did so much in Japan, you guys, and Japan was a country that I would live in Japan again because Japan was amazing. The culture, the cleanliness, the people, the atmosphere, the culture there. I really enjoyed Japan, but I knew that Japan was not a place that I could stay for a long time with the amount of money that I came with, and knowing that I didn't have any set income coming in. I was putting all my faith in becoming a content creator, and having this idea that, oh, once I get to Japan, I'm gonna just make content about being in Japan and I'm gonna blow up and I'm gonna start making money from that. That was my idea, and it wasn't rooted in reality. In reality, everything takes time. It was not just this and boom, you up here. You have to work the process, and I didn't have enough money to work that process in Japan. So like I was saying, I booked a flight to Thailand. I get to Thailand. It took me maybe 6 hours, a 6 hour flight from Japan to Thailand. One person from the hostel was telling me about this city in Thailand called Pai, Pai. It's a small town in northern Thailand. It's on the countryside. She told me about this town. She told me it's like hippie vibes. You know, people walk around barefoot. It's like really. She was telling me like it's really your style. I can tell what type of person you are. You're really gonna enjoy it. So as soon as I get to Thailand, I catch a 10-hour bus ride from Bangkok to Chiang Mai. And then once I made it to Chiang Mai, I took another 3-hour bus ride from Chiang Mai to Pai. And then I got to Pai. And when I got to Pai, I didn't have anything booked, you guys. I didn't have no hotel. I didn't have no Airbnb. I didn't have nothing booked, no hostel, nothing. I get to Pai and I get there and I'm like, wow, I really love the vibe. I love how everyone is just so rooted in nature. We're in the mountains. You literally can make a 360 and see the mountains from every direction. It's like literally in the center in the mountain. And I just was loving the atmosphere, the vibe. I was like, yes, I love this place. And Pai is really known for its waterfalls, its mountains, its high springs, different things like that. And they have elephants. It's a really, really nice place to be. All right, y'all. So that is the end of part one. Y'all stay tuned in for part two tomorrow. I'm going to be dropping a part every day for the next 30 days. But y'all going to know everything that led up to me being homeless in Thailand, brutally attacked by 6 individuals, going to jail, and being banned and blacklisted from the country. Y'all stay tuned in. Peace out. Until tomorrow.